From the Shack podcast is sponsored by Thermapen. Designed for chefs and loved by home cooks worldwide, Thermapen ensures perfectly cooked food every single time. With its unrivaled speed and accuracy, sleek waterproof design, and a 5-year guarantee, Thermapen is certified to perfect every roast, bake, barbecue and steak. Myself and Dec highly recommend Thermapen as it's the only food thermometer that we use at home as well as when we're cooking at our pop-ups. So cook to temp and not time and enjoy the episode.
Hello everyone, welcome to episode 8.
Season
Episode
2.
8 from the Shack pod.
It's been a week, mate.
It's been a week.
It's been a week.
A week.
This is the episode to celebrate and talk about the Big BBQ Community Cookout.
Definitely.
Which happened last Saturday.
It needs some celebration.
It does need some celebration. So we're going to be talking about that a lot. We're also going to be covering the usual stuff, our notable cooks for the last 2 weeks, which weirdly, I've cooked quite a bit. The last one, I didn't hardly cook at all. I've cooked quite a bit, but I'm going to talk about literally a cook that I did 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Just because I've not done it for ages. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about news. We did put a post out asking people to mention
What was their favourite?
the favourite parts. I mean, there was so many, but there's quite a few comments to go through, which is really nice to see. So, should we just get straight into it?
Straight in, notable cooks.
Notable cooks. Shall I go first this time?
Yeah, you go first, man.
We're switching it up this week.
Switching it
up. So, part of the Big BBQ Community Cookout, there were butchery demos.
Yep.
And our friend Liam did an amazing demo.
You did?
And he had loads of meat left over, which was still in the walk-in fridge when I went in on Sunday and Monday. And I said to him,
What do you want to do?
what do you want me to do with all this meat? And he basically just said, give some to Marty to say thank you for hosting it, give some to the staff who were there, who helped, and do what you want with the rest of it. So part of his demo, he was breaking down a rump. So he got a picanha, I think he got the bistro cut rump, centre cut out of it. And then he had some centre cut steaks, I think there was 3 of them.
They call it the rump heart, do they?
Rump heart, yeah. And I'm not saying I've never had them, I might have had them and not realised I was having them.
Yeah, because a lot of the time, if you get rump, it's just look at the draw what you get. You might get a bit of picanha, you might get a bit of this and that.
Yeah. So I thought, well, I'm going to take them and have them just so I can say, yes, I've had rump heart, centre cut steaks. So I took them. And one thing that I used to make a lot, I've always been a lover of steaks. Before I even got into barbecue, I was that guy. Don't matter what restaurant you go to, what nationality restaurant you go to, what country in the world you're in, steak. And I used to love making steak sandwiches. So steak on a ciabatta or a panini with rocket, baby leaf salad.
I love that idea.
It's phenomenal. And I've not had it for ages, so I thought this is the perfect excuse to make some of them.
It's a great midweeker, that is.
Yeah, it's fun. It's dead easy as well.
Yeah.
So ran to Aldi, had these steaks, didn't need the meat, ran to Aldi, got the ciabatta, I wanted ciabatta, but the ciabattas were really small. So I got the panini buns, which were a little bit longer, a little bit bigger. Got those. Got some rocket and baby leaf salad, Dijon mustard.
Is that the one where it's got the rocket and the salad in one?
Yeah.
That's
it's joint. Yeah. It's got the sort of the and I like it because I'm a bit weird with presentation. Yeah. The leaves have got a little bit of red in them as well, like on the stems.
I like that.
So I got that. What else did I get? Just a bag of onions and some
red or white?
Buttered mushrooms, just white. Some buttered mushrooms. Flew home, lit the monolith. Got a pan. Got the little dishes that we got. Where did I get them from? Them little cast iron pots, the little tiny single serve ones. Yeah. So I got a couple.
Lidl or something when they did like the
wasn't
little
Lidl.
Events. It might have been B&M or Habs.
Yeah, I think it might have been B&M. The class though. So I got some of them. Bit of oil in them, bit of salt. Sliced up my butter mushrooms, threw them in, put them in on the barbecue straight over direct heat whilst it was coming up to heat. Sliced a load of onions, and then I had a little pan, like a little just like it's a pan about a little frying pan about that big. Put the onions in again, bit of oil, bit of salt, bit of pepper. Just put them in to soften and brown. Prep my steaks, salted them and everything like that. This is how simple it was. Went over, put then everything, so my onions and my mushrooms then on the higher level, and on the bottom level, just had the steak with my tongs, fat side down, just got that nice and crispy and bubbling. Let it drop, just kept flipping it every 40 to 50 seconds. Perfect medium. Took it off. Mushrooms were lovely and cooked. onions were just like gooey and brown.
Yeah, that's where you want them, innit?
Yeah, I like them both. I like them gooey and brown, and I like them just softened as well.
Yeah. I think I prefer them gooey and brown rather than a bit of bite.
Well, I mixed it all in with the mushrooms. So
I always find the more you cook them down, the more flavour they've got. Intensifies it.
Yeah, and makes them sweeter, I think.
Yeah.
So I did that, mixed them all in with the mushrooms. Toasted off, sliced my paninis, toasted them off with a little bit of oil on them.
Nice.
Brought them in, got a load of mayonnaise in a jar, couple of dollops of Dijon, mixed it up, spread that all over the buns. It's just really messy. Salad, sliced the steak like at a bias.
It looks really good then.
Yeah. Sliced steak at a bias, really thin, because I like it thin when it's on a sandwich. Because it was rump, I was thinking they might get the
Sometimes it's hard, like when you're trying to eat it and then you pull off a load of steak.
Yeah.
It does my head in when you do that.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I would say a downside.
You pull it out and everything comes out.
Everything comes out with it. Like, you've got like two choices, haven't you? You're like, literally, right, I'm going to have to eat the whole thing. And it's too much.
Yeah, do I let go or do I take it with me? But yeah, then steak, onions, mushrooms, more of that mayonnaise and mustard, lid on top, sliced it in half. And it was it was that thing, why don't I have this more often?
Yeah, because
that was my meal.
That's all I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
Why am I not doing that more often?
It was
because I love stuff like that.
It was banging. Well, actually, I tell a lie as well. I did drizzle a little bit. I got some of them, the little keyring sauces.
Yeah, they're brilliant.
From, was it Dirty Food?
Dirty Food Revolution. Yep. Really good.
Dirty Food Revolution. And there was one in it that was like a hot sauce one. So just a little dribble on top as well.
You'd be all right with that, yeah?
It was all right, yeah. It was all right. And,
you not put a lot of Daddy Cools on it?
But honestly, mate, it was banging. So good. When I sliced it as well, I made sure that I got, because Anna's a bit funny about fat, because one steak did 2 sandwiches, easy.
Yeah,
they were massive. Anyway. They were massive, and I sliced it dead thin. I made sure that all the slices that had like the fat cap on, they went on mine, and Anna got the ones without. And mate, it was just so good. Yeah, such a simple dinner. It don't need anything else. Like if I was in a pinch and I've had the inclination to do it, I could be bothered. I'd maybe done some sweet potato fries or something like that with it. But didn't need it. It was
a decent size,
big thing, yeah. But it was well nice. But that's my notable cook. I just thought I'd mention it because it ties in to what the episode's about. I got them from Liam at the cookout, and
well, mine's the same actually.
Was it? Oh, very good. What did you cook?
Porchetta or porchetta, whatever you want to call it.
People call it different things. I used to call it porchetta.
Porchetta.
And then I kept getting corrected. It's porchetta.
Porchetta.
Yeah.
Anyone knows I'll say it properly, give us a shout.
Gareth says screaming.
Everyone's going to be kicking off at me pronunciation. So that was part of Butcher John's demo.
Yes.
Butcher John 1's demo.
Yeah.
I mean, it was massive, to be honest. I just cut it in half.
Yeah.
Because it was so big, I just thought I can't. It was only supposed to be for. Well, we had a bit of a Monday night roast sort of thing. Yeah. So we did the porchetta. Again, I just set the barbecue up in direct. Got it to about 220. So all they just salted loads of salt on the outside of the skin, because obviously it's pork belly, isn't it, with the skin on. Yeah. Loads of salt on it. And then I also had them little chicken, the chicken wrapped in bacon.
Yes.
So boneless chicken is what he demoed. It's another thing that he demoed.
Yeah.
They had the chicken wrapped in bacon with the stuffing in between.
Right.
And they come in and he puts them in a little tray. So again, just got it up to 220, and I just chucked everything on at 220. And then all I kept doing, because I mean, ideally with the porchetta, you want to do it on the rotisserie.
Yeah.
Because it gets direct flame and it sort of turns and you get really even. But all I did was every half an hour just turned it a quarter.
Yeah.
And you know what? I couldn't believe the results. Like how good the crackling was. It's probably the best crackling I personally have ever done. I was really surprised. It wasn't chewy. It was crunchy to the point it wasn't like hard where sometimes you snap your teeth or
That's why I don't like it when it's like that.
I don't
know. Like everyone goes on about. If anything, that really puts me off crackling.
Same. Or when it's like sometimes it's a little bit crispy on the top, but then underneath it's really chewy.
Yeah.
Oh, it does my head in. But this was absolutely perfect. I couldn't believe how good it was. I did that. I did the chicken. I did some carrots.
Nice.
Some hispy. And carrots, hispy, new potatoes, and tender stem broccoli.
Very nice.
Bit of gravy.
Very posh for midweek, that way.
Bit of gravy on. Yeah, but I was trying to do a bit of a roast, but like not spend the time.
Yeah. Like a half roast.
Like if I was doing a roast, I'd be doing mash, roasties, Yorkies. I go the full hog.
Yeah.
About 20 different types of veg all piled on. A monster. But like this is almost like a meat and 2 veg job, but it ended up being 2 meats and like 5 veg. Just that's what it ended up being like. But I mean, and I'm I'm not really normally a fan of porchetta, if I'm being totally honest, because I sometimes find it too herby.
I know what you mean.
And it sometimes overpowers it a little bit for me.
I know what you mean.
Because of the fennel in it, sometimes can be a little bit overpowering. But to be fair, right, it wasn't overpowering. It was actually probably just about right. And I took a load of leftovers in work the next day. We had loads of like buns and stuff. And I just like that. Some of the guys were saying, I said, I'll just need some mayonnaise. We'll just buttered baps, mayo, and this porchetta on. And some of the lads were like, no, I'll get some garlic mayo or something like that. I was like, no, trust me. Like, just normal mayo's fine. There's enough flavour in this. They were all going, that's the best sandwich I've ever had. I thought it was good, but I wouldn't go that far, sort of thing. It was good. Wasn't the best. I mean, it wasn't the best sandwich I've ever had, but it was good with obviously the crunchy crackling and stuff. And I mean, it was really good even the next day. I didn't warm it back up. I just started cold.
Started cold, well, that's when you're buying like cooked meats.
That's all it is, isn't it?
That's all it is.
But what I did quite like, right? I've sometimes had it where you've rolled the porchetta up, and there's some of the fat in the real centre.
Yeah,
and it doesn't
and
render
it's not rendered.
enough. But this didn't really have that. I mean, the fat was mostly around the outside, and the inside was mostly just meat. So I don't know whether that was on purpose, or Butcher John one did that on purpose, or what. I don't know.
Skills to pay the bills.
I had no idea, but I mean that's what it was like. So it was honestly, it was really good. There was no like chewy fat in it or anything like that, because sometimes with pork belly it can put you off a little bit. I think. But that's me. That's my notable cook really.
Yeah. The best pork. I'm like you. I like it, but it's not like my go-to. If it's like on a menu, I'm like, oh my god, I've got to have the pork. No. Well, the last time I had it was at a wedding. Remember, I went to that wedding not long ago in Birmingham, and they had all the live fire stuff. So the wedding breakfast, it was porchetta, and I was kind of like, I didn't know what it was until I seen it. And I'm not gonna lie, I was like, I was hoping it was gonna be like picanha or something beef. So I was like, oh. But then when it come, and I ended up having 3.
Was that good?
Yeah, like Anna was like, I can't eat all that big, thick. That's the only thing I'd say. They were like super thick. I'm now enjoying my meats thinly sliced. I used to cut them fairly thick. If I had a picanha, I'd cut like a steak off it, and that'd be. So whereas now,
trying to go thinner.
I'm cutting it thin, and it's just a nicer mouthfeel, and I think the flavour's different as well. Like I don't know, I can't really put into words what I mean.
I did really thick slices, to be fair, but it was sort of I did thick slices, but it was almost governed by where he'd strung it.
Right.
So where he strung it, you could easily cut through the crackling.
Yeah.
So it sort of was almost governed by, when I just cut the string off, it was almost governed by wherever that string was.
Slices were.
I'd slice it, and they were a good inch thick, I would say.
Right, okay.
But I said I've got another half in the freezer. So I'm definitely going to use it again. And what I would like to do is, I would like to maybe experiment with a porchetta, but maybe go non-traditional and do stuff like putting douja in the middle.
Yeah.
I think that'd be really good.
Do you know what I think would go really well?
What?
With a porchetta. Like totally go non-traditional.
That's what I'm saying.
You still could do endura, but also put maybe like apricots in it.
Yeah,
for a sweet kick to it. I think that'd be nice with pork.
Or you could go like apricots with, what's that Middle Eastern spice?
Oh, I know what you mean.
It's like brown.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It'll come to me.
It's not like Zug, is it? Not Zug.
I think it is Zug.
It's not Zug. Zug's not the one I'm thinking of. It's another one.
I don't know.
You can have stuff like that.
Message in the comments.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean?
Because there's a few. I mean, harissa's nice with pork as well.
That's
is that the one you're thinking of?
I was thinking harissa, yeah.
Harissa's nice with pork.
So harissa, apricots in a porchetta.
That'd be nice.
That'd be well good. And have like a bit of a Middle Eastern vibe with it.
Yeah. Or even dates.
Dates, yeah.
Dates would be good.
I just want to maybe, because how well it went, and because like I haven't really done a porchetta for a while because I haven't got the rotisserie for the monolith. So I sort of was like, I don't really want to do it without it. But actually, I couldn't believe how good it was.
Yeah.
Without the rotisserie, because I was a bit worried that it was going to be like crackling was going to be a bit rubbish. But again, doing that, start off at 220, shut your vents down a little bit, let it come to about 180, and let it cook. So I mean, you get the perfect crackling on the outside after in the first. Again, I was literally skin side down. in the past I've had pork and I've not bothered going skin side down, but I think you need to go skin side down for the majority of the cook.
Well, you've got to start. Again, I'm regurgitating information that I've heard.
At the end.
It's like what they say about bacon. If you're cooking bacon in a pan, they say put it in a cold pan. It's the same thing. You've got to start that rendering as early as you can.
Yeah, because I think it struggles doing it at the end. It doesn't
that's what I think. That's when you get that. What you're talking about, like the not nice crackling, because it's not rendered enough.
Yeah.
That needs to be on the heat straight away, I think. But I mean, there's obviously a science behind it.
Yeah, if anyone knows about it though.
I really want to do Ruben's crackling, but he sent me the technique.
Yeah, I know what that's like.
It's long-winded. It's long-winded, but I think it'd be worth it. I think that's sometimes the thing where when you're cooking en masse for a lot of people, there are certain things that are a lot easier to do it for a load of people. Yeah. It's like if I'm doing it for 4 people, can I be bothered?
Remember when we did crispy chicken skin and stuff like that?
Yeah.
For home cooks, it's like, is it really worth it?
Do you remember I did that thing where it was like emulsifying the turkey skin and then dripping it into the deep fryer, and it was amazing, and like it worked with the dish, but it was like it took longer to do that than it did to cook everything else on the plate, and that's just like a little bit of a garnish. But if you were doing it en masse, you wouldn't mind, you'd do it, and then you just have a bowl of it and sprinkle it on. But yeah, I mean, horses for courses, isn't it?
It's a sort of fine line between home cooking and then actually getting it almost into restaurant quality food.
Yeah, you know me, mate.
I know, yeah.
Love a tweezer. Love a tweezer.
We haven't mentioned that much in this season.
I know. I've kind of gone a bit back because I'm very conscious of it. Like when I'm taking my pictures as well, I'm thinking I'll take a picture and I'll go, oh, Deck's going to rip me for that one. I'm going to mess it up a bit.
just not as nice. But not as refined. It was just unrefined these dishes, please.
But we've got so we were going to do it today, but because it's been a bit of a heavy week, and everyone's kind of like and I'm knackered. We were going to do like a staff barbecue today, but we decided against it, so I froze everything. We're going to do it next Friday for the team, all the lads who, not just the people who were there on Saturday helping, the lads who help get everything up and ready and pull everything down.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah. Right. Good. Should we talk about Saturday?
Let's get into it then. So
I think it's probably worth mentioning the incarnation of the cookout.
The lead up then, yeah? So the lead up.
We have mentioned this before because we did the live stream as well, which we did in this office. We did sat there, did we? Was it this office? Upstairs, yeah. Basically, what happened, the original thought was every time we met up there's a small group of us in the Northwest who are in a WhatsApp group. Yeah. We're in all the other groups, but there's a few of us who live local to each other. And we were always going, we should do it like a get-together. Because it's happened in years in the past.
Yeah, everyone talks about the original community cookout.
Yeah, which was basically, you just got together in a field.
In a field, yeah.
Yeah, everyone brought a barbecue and some meat.
I mean, I didn't get to go, and neither did you. So when everyone keeps talking about it, I was like...
I had massive FOMO.
Yeah, I did, mate. I just was like, everyone keeps going on about this. I mean, how good could it have been?
Yeah.
And I mean, by the sounds of it, it was
very
really good.
It was really good.
So obviously... we've always said we'd love to put on our own event. We've been quite a few events all around the country.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we could do better than all these events, but I think we've got a pretty good judge of what's a good event because I've been to quite a few.
I think, and I've explained this to a few people over the past couple of weeks, I've been to a lot of events now, and a lot of really good ones. But every one I've been to, it's felt like there's something missing.
Well, it's not exactly what I want. It's sort of what I want.
I want to hang out with my mates. Yeah. I want to do what we do on Instagram, basically, and in the WhatsApp groups where we're just like banter and having a laugh. And, the thing is, there's people in that group who have businesses in and around this industry, the barbecue community, and are trying to sell stuff. That's their livelihood. But when they're in them groups, they're not doing that.
Yeah.
And everyone's helping each other out. And that was kind of the vibe that we were thought, we want to do this get together. And what happened was, before I even got offered the job at the farm, before I worked there full time, I was just their demo chef.
Yeah.
Marty said to me, I was doing some classes there.
Well, you rang me up and said, Marty's asked us for a meeting. I was just like, just go for it, man. Just absolutely go for it.
And he basically said, there's been a cock up in the calendar, the tents are up on this weekend, and there's nothing on. Do you want to do something? Before they come down, you can use it, just, do a little event, charge tickets, and just give me a little drink out of it. Yeah. Happy days. And I was like, yeah. And then we spoke, and we were like, why don't we do the thing? Do you think he'd allow us to just use it.
Do the community cookout.
Just rather than go in a field, we
cookout.
can go under this stretch tent and have this marquee. If the weather's bobbins, it doesn't matter. And I asked him, and he was just like, yeah, fine, no problem. And I think he probably had envisaged more what it was going to be like before we did. Because we still had that image that it was just going to be a group of pals getting together. We spoke in our WhatsApp group, and I think there was probably about 15, 20 of us, and then it went to 15, 20 to like 40, then like 60, and then
it just kept getting bigger.
It just kept getting bigger.
Ended up doing the sort of Q&A and trying to explain to everyone what we're trying to do. Because again, I think even till today, people weren't sure what to expect. And I mean, I had it in my head exactly what I wanted it to be, and I think you did.
Yes.
And it was everything I wanted it to be. To be honest,
for me, it was better.
It was everything I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, for me, it was everything I thought, and then
more.
some. And it wasn't us that made the and some. It was the people that were there. Yeah. Because and the weird thing was, like, people were like coming up to me on the day and like would say, "Oh, thank you so much for doing this. It's the best event ever." And I'm like, me too. Like, but we're just the guys who were in a fortunate position to be able to pull a few strings and do it. Like, you're as much responsible for this as I am. Like, which was really, really nice. I mean, obviously, it's really nice to hear that. But
so obviously, as it was getting bigger,
vendors started to get involved.
As it was getting bigger, we sort of roped in a few pals and said, "Listen, we want a bit of help." So we had a bit of a WhatsApp group with a few pals that were helping us out.
Yeah.
And then sort of it just grew from there with vendors, demos. We're not having one stage. Let's have two. I
can't even remember the point where it went.
We agreed to have two stages.
From us to even having stages. I can't remember the point when it went from we're all getting together to cook barbecue in a field.
And then we're going to put demos on.
I remember us being on the phone and going, this is a festival, right?
Yeah. But then obviously, so obviously a lot of planning went into it. Even the week before, there was so much planning done by the farm and yourselves to get the venue to what it was really. Yes, the bare bones of it was there. But
the tents were there, but it was so. It's probably worth saying. I mean, the people who were there have seen it, and that's another thing probably worth saying as well. When we were saying that people didn't really know what to expect, even the people who thought they did, until you get to the farm and you see that location, it blows people away. For Wild, I see it, like when we've got the Wild Grill going, I see it twice a day, like groups of people walking in from the car park, and like you just see the jaw go, I didn't know it was going to be like this. It's like this higher up level field with the fire pit that's built into that little wall, and it's flattened out so we can put the stretch tents and the marquees up. But it's almost always on levels, but then on the edge of back where the vendors backed onto, it drops off a lot into the valley, and then you can look out over the valley, and we were so lucky, like we'd seen the sunset. I don't want to get too far ahead because we'll get to it, but that location is that I don't think you could find a better location for doing that event anywhere in the country.
No.
And yeah, it was. This episode is brought to you in part by Alfresco Chapel, a proper barbecue showroom up north. They're the go-to stockist for all your grills, smokers and pizza ovens. They've got everything from rubs, sauces, fuels, woods, coolers, butcher's paper, you name it, they've got it. They've even got pizza dough, craft ales and frozen meats now as well. Whether you're deep into outdoor cooking or just getting started, it's well worth a visit. Head down to Market Street in Adlington or follow at Alfresco Chapel on Instagram and go and visit the showroom. You will not regret it. Big thanks to the guys for supporting the show. Now let's get into it.
So the day then?
Well,
you want to do the day?
The original day.
Well, the original day, obviously.
So we had it planned.
Remind me.
We had it planned for the 4th of October. We just finished the Wild Grills the week before. So then Marty, who owns the farm, he got all the staff back, all the crew who were out dotted around the country doing different things for his main business, which is tents and teepees and all sorts of stuff. He got them all back, spent a whole week getting everything ready for the 4th, cutting all the grass, making sure everything's nice and neat, changing a few things around so it suited what we were kind of doing, making space for the vendors, because there was a load of teepees along there, which was for glamping. And then it was literally, I think it was the Monday, and Marty said to me, "Have you seen the weather?" I was like, no. He was like, you need to have a look at the weather. And I went, all right. And I got my phone out and he went, are you on? He went, not on that. You need to go on
The prop one.
The world weather.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm like, I don't know what I'm looking at. And then he's like, you see these 2 hurricanes over the Atlantic? And I'm thinking, over the Atlantic? Who cares?
What you on about?
Yeah, who cares? And he's like, no. I've had my eye on these and, this is not good for us. And at first I was like, yeah, he's just being oversafe. I was like, okay, all right, Marty, yeah. Still planning and getting away. And then as every day passed, he went,
worse, didn't it?
yeah, and he actually said, what you need to do, we're going ahead until we can't, but you need to let people know.
I'm glad it moved anyway.
Yeah, I am. He said, you need to let people know.
Because it just wouldn't have been right.
If it was raining and windy and horrible, it wouldn't have been nice.
It would
But
have been rubbish, yeah.
it was the best decision we made for multiple reasons. The main one was, as
safety.
people would have seen on social media, I was in on the Saturday.
We both were.
We recorded the podcast, but I was fixing walls, lifting the doors up, like securing doors that had blew off. Side panels off the main marquee had blew off. Then the heavens opened.
Yeah.
And then on the Sunday, I had to go back because the stretch tent over the barbecue area, which was the fire stage area, had come down totally. So we couldn't have done it, and it got put back. And then lo and behold, it gets put back. I'm gutted and just miserable all week because I'm thinking we lost a lot of people who couldn't make the new date.
That was the hard bit. It was losing the people.
I just kept seeing it coming in. I can't make it. And I was thinking,
you're having a laugh. And
it's done.
All the way through the week, I'm thinking, have we made the right decision?
Yeah.
And
Are we going to be on our own?
Is anyone going to turn up? And that was a bit like, that these things, it's the people are key on these types of events, obviously.
It was really hard to organise that side in the sense that it's a free event and it's all done in free time to an extent. But myself, I work there.
Yeah.
Meg, who worked in the office, she's got a full-time job doing a normal job, and she was doing all the admin for it. And I think we had overall 60 people who couldn't make the new date. Yeah. So it was like the refunds were coming in, refund requests for the £10, which held a spot. The requests were coming in. She did a few, and then she was like, it was her idea actually. She said, it's taking up so much of my time, doing them one by one. Why don't we set a deadline? Yeah. And then on the deadline, I can just tick all the boxes and refund them all in one hit. So that's what we did. We did that, and then I knew it also as well then roughly how many tickets had to be refunded. So I started to add spots. And luckily, I think we added, about 40 people then jumped on it because we did sell out in the original thing.
Yeah. So what we had, I think we ended up on the day with about 20 tickets left.
Yeah.
Which,
but a few people come in, I don't remember telling you, a few people were just driving past and seeing the sign outside. I said, can we, you see the ones that had babies?
Yeah.
And because the lads rang me from the gate and went, there's some people who are just asking if they, I went, just let them in. But the main upside to all that and having to cancel and do it the week after, the weather it was like a summer's day.
Yeah.
The sun was shining, really people walk around in t-shirts and shorts. It was unbelievable weather. Yeah. So someone was either looking down on us or stars aligned or something. Yeah. And the weather was phenomenal. So anyway, we got to the day, the morning of. And that was like herding cats.
Yeah, we got everyone into place. and we got everything set up. And then there was a bit of a lull, I thought. There was a bit of a lull for a bit of time. And people were saying, this
was one of my first lessons in the organising of it.
Well, people were saying, are you dead stressed? I was like, no. Were you actually stressed before it?
Not really.
Because I didn't.
We basically, what happened was...
we didn't feel stressed at all because...
we set everything to start at 12 noon, didn't we?
I just wasn't, I don't know, I do projects for a living anyway, so it's sort of I don't know, maybe it's a different type of stress, but I honestly never felt stressed.
The only thing I was stressed about was the fact that I had to do the mic on the fire stage.
Yeah, but you're built for that, mate.
No,
you're built for that. I'm not. I'm telling you, I'm not built for that. So whatever.
But I got to the point in the morning where I thought I've done everything I can do.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We've done everything.
If something happened, I can't do anything about it now.
If people don't like it, at the end of the day, they've not paid for it. So
yeah.
That's sort of that was my attitude sort of thing. And I didn't. So obviously we set everything up. Everything was set up. The demos.
There was a weird gap, wasn't there?
It was just
that gap before 12.
People started drinking, and I thought, can we drink? Shall we not? And I thought, better not start on the ale at 10:30. So we were like, what do you do? And it was a bit of a lull where I sort of felt like we've got nothing to do here. Which is a bit odd, really, wasn't it?
Well, we were trying to get all the vendors in place, which was difficult. And I learnt loads from that process.
Yeah.
We had like a guideline in place. And I think what happened is because it was an event that like a majority of it was done through friendly messages on WhatsApp, I think people were just like, oh yeah, be all right. We don't need to stick to them guidelines. But the reality of it was, what I learned was, we do need to stick to them guidelines. And just for the simple reason, it's not us being weird or like...
Yeah, look, it's not our land, remember?
We don't own the land, and we were very fortunate the weather was great. If it had rained, the amount of vehicles that were on that grass, that would have been a swamp.
Yeah, definitely.
And that was the main worry. But look, that didn't happen. But learnt loads from that. Like, we have to be a little bit more strict with that bit.
Yeah, that's fine. And then obviously, so we got through, demos started. Again, I did feel the demos, we weren't as strict with the timings on the demos.
No. It's probably worth talking about demos. So, we had two stages. So under the main marquee was where the butchery demos were, and outside under the stretch tent is where the fire stage food demos were. Yeah. So we had your dad, Butcher John 1, doing a demo. We had Liam from Catering Butcher doing a demo, and we had Connor Ringrose, and we had Rich, who's Craft Butcher, comparing on the microphone. Now, Rich was supposed to be there all day and staying over and just getting involved. Yeah. And it turns out, because we had to postpone, he had like something in the morning, and then he had to go to a family event in the evening. But I mean, this goes to show like how much people really wanted to be there. He's like, I can be there between 1 and 5, and like he come between 1 and 5, made himself stressed and everything, and did it. But he just wanted to be part of it. And I think it really helped from what I could hear from people telling me about the butchery demos, having someone being a go-between. Yeah. Because it's like anything else. Butchers are butchers, and they know their skill inside out.
Well, I tried to catch some of my dad's demo, and I caught some of it. Yeah, some of it. But I felt like I couldn't just stand there and watch one. That was my only thing. I felt like I didn't feel like a punter.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
I don't know. It was a bit weird. Like I felt like I was working, but didn't feel like I was working at the same time. It was a bit of a weird feeling.
Yeah, it was odd because I didn't sort of come around, and I didn't stop and look around till about 5 o'clock. Well, do you know what I mean? And sort of start taking it in how it was.
Same here, and I was going around making sure that all the vendors were all happy and making sure that everyone was happy and making sure right who's on stage next and all stuff like that. And part of me thinking, I don't feel like I'm doing anything, but I am doing stuff. And then I was like, this is a bit like, I don't know, it was a bit of an odd one. And I didn't really relax till probably about 8 o'clock, I don't think.
Yeah, and then you just started cooking lots of food.
Well, that's the thing, right? So when the demos...
We'll come to that. But that was the mental bit. So the butchery demos went really well. Really good feedback from there from after speaking.
People were crowding round. They were like, good. Can we come up and see? Yeah. And they were literally like right up in front of it, filming it, getting right up close and having a look how they're doing it and how he's doing certain things. So that was absolutely brilliant to see.
I knew that would work because we do that as part of the Wild Grill, and it is like it is a thing that I think most people, and I'm speaking about myself here, maybe you're a bit different because your dad's a butcher. It's stuff that I rarely get to see and understand how that product that you're buying, where it's come from, how it's got to be where it is and things like that. So it's really interesting. So I knew people would find that interesting. I didn't get a chance to see it. We did get some footage because we had cameras filming it and showing it on the big screen, which was really cool as well. Yeah. I was comparing at the fire stage because it had to be moved. Yeah. We had Shane McBagley booked in to do that, which was fantastic, but he couldn't make the new date. He already had something on for that date, which was a real shame because it would have been real nice to meet him, and I think he would have brought something again a little bit more special to it. Yeah, bit of different and he's more used to doing stuff like that than I am. So I stepped in there and did that, and on the fire stage, this was kind of on purpose. We chose people that we thought would bring something to it. And each person would do something very different. Yeah. And people who don't do that for a living.
Yeah, these weren't like demo chefs.
I think all of them, it was the first demo. Yeah, definitely. I'm pretty sure it was.
So who started first then?
So we had Ashley Gardner.
Was Ashley the first one?
Yeah, she was the first one.
Was Ashley the first one?
Yeah, Ashley was the first.
It wasn't. Paul was first.
Oh yeah, Paul. So Paul and
So
Noel.
Paul was first.
Yeah.
Paul and Noel were first.
Yeah.
They did the salmon cook.
Yeah, they didn't really need me. That's why I was.
That was really good though, because like
Yeah.
again, like seeing that piece of equipment and people seeing like the salmon plank that fits onto the barbecue,
Which is cool. Which is very
Really-
cool, by the way.
really
I've
cool.
not even seen that.
I'd never
till
seen that.
day.
That was that was teaching me and showing me things, and then obviously to look at the pit barrel and to show off the pit barrel and talk about how the pit barrel works. And again, the amount of people that are messaging about the pit barrel at the moment,
Yeah.
it just shows how good of a demo it was, because it
Yeah,
sort of got loads of people interested in wanting one of them.
Yeah.
So that was brilliant. We then had Ashley, which then come on and
Ashley's was a great.
she was
demo.
doing like she was doing heart like
Well,
she was
I
doing
think
cuts of meat that you wouldn't traditionally do, and people were loving that. And
Yeah.
people were like, I've never had heart before.
Yeah.
But then people don't realise that it is just the same as steak. It's just another muscle.
It's just a muscle. So what I learned so much, but one of the things I should have learned is I should have went to all the demos. What are you doing? Because when I seen the amount of meat that she had on the table, I was thinking, we've got half an hour.
Half an hour.
But I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go with it.
It was a really good demo.
She
Obviously, you've done
absolutely smashed it. I know she was nervous, but I don't think it's shown.
No, I don't.
And she absolutely smashed it. And she got I call it a room. It wasn't a room because we were outside, but under the thing. But she got a room full of people who have never had heart before to taste
We were all
heart.
tasting it, and everyone was like, "This is amazing."
She smashed it. And then she did bavette.
Yeah.
She did like a bavette steak and done them all different ways and just shown how cooking it. And she cooked the sauces live while she was there. The heart was mixed in with a load of onions and different sauces.
It had loads of good flavour.
She absolutely
the
smashed
sauce
it.
was beefy and flavoursome. It was really
it
good.
suited. It just fit the heart
no, definitely.
perfectly.
But it wasn't like a thick sauce.
No.
It was just like a thin sauce.
It was just tossed in it.
It was like a thin sauce, but it was surprising how much flavour it got.
Yeah, but it was really punchy. Yeah. But hats off to her, and she brought her husband who was there. Who was he was kind of like her lackey. He was a top.
My bread?
He just got absolutely hammered.
He was the one bringing the bread.
Yeah. But I mean, the pair of them, lovely couple, and just Ashley is very, very active in especially the WhatsApp groups. So, and I'd spoke to Ashley previously. I got asked to do some demos and I couldn't do them. I think it was at the beginning of the year or last year. And I got asked, do you know anyone? And I knew Ashley was very, very confident in cooking with live fires. She's always cooking she cooks on fire cages. Yeah. She's very sort of intuitive. She doesn't use thermometers or anything like that. Everything's kind of intuitive and by feel and smell and taste. And I put her name forward, and I know she went, and I heard that she'd done a fantastic job. So she was kind of one of the people who I just thought, I know she's not done it before. Yeah, but I know I can trust her to do it and do a good job, and she nailed it. So then, hats off to Ashley.
After Ashley then was Chris.
So we had Chris, Wood-fired feaster. Again, this was another one of them. I mean, they all were, but this was one of them where he's going to nail it.
Yeah, he's
going to nail it.
His food's always banging. So I was sort of like, yeah.
He's known for tacos. He done lamb tacos, which were done from leg of lamb, which you didn't go, but I had it at the Alfresco Chapel. And when I got my Somerset grill, the first time I got my Somerset grill, I recreated it. So I was like, this is going to blow people's minds.
He did them on the previous Alfresco Open Day, so I have to.
Right, okay. But
again, 3 different types again. But it's just really good food, really good standard of cooking, loads of flavour. And annoyingly, it annoys me because it's better than me.
And he had Callum helping him as well.
Thought I was good, doing sort of this type of cooking.
He just knows what he's doing. I mean, he made that salsa from scratch there and then. He made poor Callum do all the pounding in the pestle and mortar. I said it. How would I say it wrong? Pestle and mortar. Pestle and mortar. But his tacos were phenomenal. Everything was homemade. And he knows what works, and he was able to talk about what works.
Flavours, man.
Yeah, his flavours are banging. Yeah. And he absolutely smashed it. So I was comparing that, and it was quite fun because Callum was having a nightmare. He was sweating like mad, just pounding away. Yeah. And it felt like that demo went really quick. Yeah. Really quick. He was just efficient. Yeah. Boom, 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 done. And he smashed it. Yeah. So thank you so much to Chris. And we'd have him back. I mean, we'd have all of them back without even a second thought. And then from Chris,
Ryan.
went on to Ryan, who done a little demo about, he was talked about his gears, grilling gear stuff, and he cooked some pork chops.
I missed some of this demo I did.
Yeah.
And I didn't even get to try the pork chops.
They were nice. He did like a romesco sauce with them. Nice. Talked about how to make a romesco sauce from scratch, which again, I think a lot of people, and you know, I do this, you probably do it as well. Sometimes it's a lot easier just to get like a pre-made sauce and everything. But when you make something fresh, you just can't recreate that like in a packet or off a shelf. It tastes fresh. It's just banging, and you can fiddle around with it as well. So that, he did that, and he did that with really thick cut pork chops. They went down an absolute storm. People loved them. He cooked them to around 70. So he took them quite. I'd have, me personally now, especially if it's good pork, which that was. If I know where it's coming from, I'm quite happy to have pork like medium.
63, I do.
Yeah, like medium's fine for me. But it was. You can take it to 70 like he did. It's that thing where I think if you go past 75, it's dry.
It's dry.
That's the line. So as long as you're before that,
if it's
you're happy.
Good pork, 63, I think.
They were banging. They were really juicy. He cooked them really well. To be fair. And then just with the romesco, it just works. I mean, romesco sauce works with a lot of stuff.
And then the last demo then?
Last demo was our mate John Wilson.
Did a butter chicken.
I think John's going to go first next time, so he can't be
definitely
intoxicated as much by the time he gets
So, I mean, the butter chicken recipe that he did is the butter chicken recipe that I do all the time. So it's curry guy recipe, and it's really easy. Once you sort of get everything blended up, you know, because you've got to blend up like cashew nuts in tomato sauce, and you've got like various different parts to it, where if you've got all that ready, which like John did, it's almost just assembling.
One of his leads into the demo was, I've got it from this book, boom, boom, boom. 25 minutes. 25 minutes, people, 25 minutes. That demo was an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But do you know what? That demo got the most laughs, the most interaction.
It was loads of interaction, and I mean, everyone just thought it was funny, weren't they?
Yeah. I wasn't bothered because it was the last one.
Yeah, no.
If it was in the middle, we'd have been in trouble because it would have put everything back. It was the last one. It was fine. I had a blast of him. John is one of the sweetest, and he's like old guard UK barbecue.
He's proper sound. He's been doing it for ages.
Yeah. And he now co-runs Barbecue Up North account.
Yeah.
He does the grill talks once a fortnight on Instagram.
Yeah.
But yeah, he smashed it. And even though he was very intoxicated and he did go, it was hard keeping him on track. His food was banging.
Yeah,
it was a cracking recipe.
Really good.
He absolutely smashed it, and I can't wait to have him back.
Definitely.
It'll be really good. I think what threw him off was you nicked his grill.
I nicked his grill,
Because we had.
He was like, "You've nicked my grill." I was like, "You never told me you wanted it."
He'd lit a grill. There was a grill nice and hot ready for him to use.
Ready, and it was I just like come in with like 5 kilo of wings and just dumped them straight on. And he was like, "Are you using that grill?" I was like,
"Looks like it."
Yeah.
So he overcame that hurdle. But I mean, again, credit.
We just put a chimney starter on.
Yeah. Credit to him, he smashed it, and the curry turned out great. And it wasn't, we ran over and it was this, but it wasn't like awkward because he was so engaged. He was so engaged with the crowd, and it was a good laugh. It was really, really good. Really enjoyed it. And then segue about the wings. But I think before we get on to the evening.
I got all the wings cooked, and then basically I just chucked them on the top of the Somerset. There was a little bit of heat coming out in the Somerset still. Just chucked them in a big tray, sat them on that. And to be honest, at that point then, I got to actually go around a few of the vendors and buy some stuff.
Yeah.
I got some stuff from Great Northern Spice.
Yes,
I was telling you about the Ethiopian rub.
You were,
I got the Ethiopian rub, I got the Sri Lankan, and I got the South African one.
South African.
So 2 curry ones and an Ethiopian.
Yeah.
So,
I didn't get a chance to get anything. I was really annoyed. I wanted to get a burger as well, but I didn't get a burger.
I wanted to get a burger. Everyone's coming up to me saying, "Get bunned, best burgers I've ever had." And I'm like, that is an absolute statement, I think I can cook.
Yeah.
That is a statement.
He knows his stuff. I think it's probably worth, what we'll do, we'll go through each of the vendors, and we hope we don't miss anyone off. I'm going to do it starting at that end. So
Far end.
We knew that there was going to be a lot of people cooking food and giving food out for free, and people cooking their own food. So we didn't want to sort of say get a load of vendors to come to try and sell food.
It'd be pointless, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So the first person that I thought to ask, and we wouldn't have been, you know, if they'd have said no, we would have totally understood, because it isn't that kind of event where you're going to turn up and sell a load of food. But I'd met Nick through, he'd been in Pig and Pitchfork when I worked there, and he's good friends with Liam from Catering Butcher. So reached out to him and said, look, we're doing this event. It's a community event for the barbecue. You're not going to make £1 million. You're not going to sell loads of burgers, but we'd love you to be there if you fancy it. And he come back, he went, yep, cool, I'll be there. So we had Get Bun there, again, award-winning smash burgers, as Dex said. Everyone was raving about these burgers. I didn't get a chance to try one.
They did one with Biscoff and everything on it. Yeah. And again, everyone was saying it was like, it shouldn't work, but it was amazing. And I was like...
We're going to have to...
I think we should go up.
Yeah, he does pop-ups everywhere, all over Staffordshire.
100%.
So we'll make a genuine effort to go and try some of his burgers.
Definitely.
So we had Get Bunned. Then we also had Barrett from Dory, who turned up and had a stall at the end. So Dory make tandoors, which are like a barbecue style. Yeah,
so I think they're pretty
portable.
Cool.
And I seen all the... I didn't get a chance to look around, but I did have a quick look, and it was all like different things. So you had the thing for your naan breads that you could put on and put in there, and
so that'd be good for me, something like
that. Yeah, they did look class, really, really good. And he messaged after the fact that we were talking, and he said thank you for putting the event on. So that was really nice.
Yeah, good.
So we had Dory. Then next to Dory was next to the TP, wasn't he?
Yeah,
oh no, Firefly. So we had Dory, Firefly and Monolith and Pit Barrel and Ozpig.
Pit Barrel, yeah, because again they were showcasing all that.
Noel and Paul get on really well. They're good pals, so they always kind of just do things joint. Again, absolute pleasure to have them guys there. We know Paul and Noel quite well, so that was a given that we were going to invite them. Yep. Noel was the main one who turned up and said, "You didn't tell me it was going to be like this."
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, I thought we were just. I didn't really know."
I thought it was just a few friends, and we were like, "Yeah, so did we." But they had a stall and they got rid of the thing, and they did the first demo together, which was really, really nice. And it was just, it's always good to have them. So then it was a TP. So then we had Dom and his daughter from Fenton's farm next door. So the farm next door to the Millsnall farm, they have a little farm shop and they do like all different stuff.
Yeah, he looks like some banging cakes and stuff.
He raised animals as well, so they had like lamb racks and stuff like that, and different things and burgers and all sorts of stuff. And then his daughter was selling cakes that she does for the farm shop, which we were left with a load of cakes. I've been eating fairy cakes all week. You never told me that. I've been eting fairy cakes all week.
Oh my goodness! You never told me this. They look banging as well.
So they've been in the office. I've been munching on them with a brew every day.
So next to them then we had Was.
Yeah, we had Waz's sauces next door.
With his new sauce.
With his new sauce, which is really good. And it was great to have them. Because, I mean, they've been, as far as I've been in the barbecue community, they've been around forever.
Yeah.
But I've never actually spoken to them.
I've never spoken to him really, but they're actually really nice guys.
Yeah,
like.
so it was, it's a family-run business. Was and his wife. Has our screen gone off? I'll fix that.
What on earth is that, mate?
I don't know, that's the thing.
It's better now.
It's a family business, so it's like Was, his wife, his son and daughter, and it was just Was and Memphis, his son, who were there. Top guys, just got involved in everything. So they weren't just, that was the whole vibe of the day. It wasn't just like, we're here to sell stuff. They just got involved and they were there at the night, and it was just great to hang out with them and meet them. Really, really, really nice people.
So next to them, Alfresco.
So we had Alfresco, which is Steve, Adam, Laura.
Showcasing
the new Gosneys.
The new Gosney.
Yeah. He sold 2 Gosneys that weekend. One was after the fact.
I mean, he sold one to me as well. So
yeah, you're free. But yeah, I mean, Steve and Adam, they do a lot for community. We've said this. They sponsor this show. They get to as many festivals and events that they can up and down the country, not just local, and down the country.
Did you try
the
tandoori sausage roll?
I did. It was pretty special, wasn't it?
It's just give me inspiration, mate.
It's mega. I was like, oh, that's a big slice. I don't want to put myself off a meat. And then I tasted it, and I was like, yeah, I'll have the rest.
I was like, get a bit of mint yogurt on that. That'd do me. That. It was brilliant.
I'd have a bit of mango sauce on it.
Both? I'd have both.
Bit of mango, yeah.
Well, I'm thinking like I've got some sweet chili mince in the freezer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a sweet chili one.
Yeah.
Put do maybe some kimchi and stuff like that on top.
Yeah. It was really
mayo
good.
or something like
really good.
You know, like when we said about like the Marcus Borden stuff where he did it on the flatbread and you could get all different, but you could do the same with that.
Yeah.
You could do loads of different cuisines.
Different stuff.
Again, I've done a
I mean, to be honest, wrap anything in pastry and it's going to taste good.
Yeah, exactly. That's
but that was really good.
It was very
what did you use?
I think it's just puff pastry, and they just basically used they do like a real spice.
No, I mean, was it like the seasoning to put in it? Do you know what it was?
No,
was it a set, or they just do it? Is it off a recipe?
There's off a recipe.
Even better.
That's what I said. I've already told them you better be giving that out, like. So.
Yeah. It was. Oh no, it was really good.
It was brilliant.
It was really good because you kind of eat it. You expect a sausage roll.
Yeah, but then you get
this
it
like hits you.
Proper Indian flavours.
Yeah. Really good. Really nice.
It was good.
And they were cooking a lot of stuff through the day.
Yeah.
Like, which is really good. Again, got right in the vibe of things.
Definitely.
Turned up, got involved, cooking a lot of stuff, just handing it out.
I think they said that they were the last people standing.
Probably were, yeah. Not surprised. Surprised. And then next to them we had. No, it was great.
Oh, we saw
Great Northern Spice Company.
Northern Spice, yeah.
They were on the corner. Really nice to meet them.
Yeah.
Really friendly couple and some cracking rubs. And they just got really into the spirit of things.
Yeah.
And it was just a lot of fun to meet them. And they're local to us, so it's nice that we've met and we can keep in touch and do some stuff with them guys in the future. Then we had Daddy Cools on the corner.
Yep.
Didn't get my Vimto barbecue sauce.
Did you not?
I literally, as we were setting up, I went, do not sell all of them. No, I won't, Steve, I won't. And then that's it, I didn't get it. So I'm going to have to bloody order one now. Yeah. But we had Daddy Cools who sponsored the Hot Wing Challenge, which we'll come back to in a minute.
Yeah.
And then from there, we had John Wilson set up with a Weber stand.
And we had jalapenos.
Oh, yeah, we did. We had Dan from Jalapenos. Yeah, he was there. He was the one facing.
I think he'd done really well, Everyone was raving. I had people that come from my work, and I went in the office on Monday, and or it might have been Tuesday, and there was loads of people with like jars of jalapenos. Everyone was like, "I've had this on toast."
It does go with everything.
All right, mate. That sounds.
Yeah, he's
whack some of this jalapenos on toast. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. So I think he done really well. To be fair.
I'm really glad he came because it was on a personal level. It was really good to meet him.
Yeah.
Dan, like we spoke like over WhatsApp and Instagram and even on the phone prior to that. So it was good to meet him. And I felt sorry for him because he was handballing. He was the only one who stuck to the rules because he got there late. He was handballing everything on his little paddle car and he was up and down. Yeah. And I kept saying, do a hand down. No. Do me good this, do me good. His bloody pop-up broke.
Yeah, he zip tied it all back together.
Having a mess.
So next to him was Ryan and John.
So we had John Wilson who'd done the demo and he had a Weber gazebo set up because Weber very kindly, shout out to John Finch, sent 2 Weber Master Touches for John to use and demo on through the day. So we had them there. Then it was Ryan with Grilling Gear. He was showing off his grills.
Yeah.
Had people there who was cooking bits and bobs on it, which was nice. I think Callum cooked on them as well through the day.
Yeah.
I've cooked on them.
And that were it really for the vendor alley.
Well,
was that right for the vendor alley?
No, Catering Butcher.
Oh yeah.
So Catering Butcher set up the sponsors of the event.
Did you get a cup?
Yeah, I got one. A China cup.
China cup.
Got a China cup.
Mine's in the car still.
So they had a stall there, and they borrowed one of my Webers. Yeah. Could have borrowed one of John's. Borrowed one of mine. Brought it down there. They were cooking bits and just giving it out all day, flyers and different things. Liam is like one of the most generous guys you can think of. So people were getting bottle openers, they were getting China cups, they were getting all sorts of cuddles left, right, and centre. But I mean, I have to give a massive shout out to Catering Butcher.
Yeah.
Liam and Dave, the owner.
They supplied loads.
Because they wouldn't have been the event that it was if it wasn't for them. And I'm not just saying that because it honestly wouldn't.
The butchers brought loads of food for everyone.
Unbelievable amount of food. So that was never a worry. They supplied a majority of the food. I think probably 95% of the food for the demos. They brought food for other people who were coming up bringing their cookers. They supplied them with meat to cook and give out. It was just unbelievable in terms of generosity and just like getting right behind that community spirit. So it has to be said, massive shout, massive thank you to Catering Butcher as a whole, but Liam and Dave on a personal level. Thank you so much. And then next to them was the Fire Pit. So it's probably worth mentioning Globaltic. Yeah. Again, another sponsor of the event.
Clem was there for the day, wasn't he?
Yeah, so Clem was there early on with his wife, and they supplied all the fuel basically all the fuel for the event, all the fuel for the fire stage. And I've worked with Clem and Globotic a lot, as you've used Globotic a lot now as well.
Yeah.
Phenomenal product. It's just never ever let me down. It's just fantastic, and they seem to be kind of taking over the world at the minute.
Yeah, definitely.
It's probably, you know what, while we're on the subject of fuels again, because I've said this so often, we do probably talk about certain brands more than others. That's just because they're the brands that we use and we've got relationships with. The community event was never about us coming and stamping our mark on it. We said everyone is welcome.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Is the fire stage being supported by Globotic? Yes, it is. Love Logs got involved. They were supposed to come and do a demo on the original date, come with the second date, but then super kindly even drove to the farm and dropped off a load of logs because they were supporting Mateus, the bank at 1415. Dropped off a load of logs for him, and then just through having a conversation, they were saying, "Oh, you've got a fire pit and a teepee. Do you want us to send some firewood for that?" I was like, "Yeah, cool." Next day delivery, firewood turned up. So again, even people who weren't there were getting involved, and it is a case. It's a community event, always will be. Doesn't matter who we're shouting about, just because we're shouting about a certain person or brand. If you are in the same avenue as them in terms of business, still get involved. We're not. It's open to anyone who wants to get involved, and I think it's probably just worth saying that. Like there's enough room for everyone, and there's no barriers for anyone. That was all the vendors and brands, I think.
And then we had like,
is that right?
We've covered the content area almost.
We've covered all the brands, haven't we?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But then had the content area.
Yeah, so we call it the content area. It was basically most people would like.
It was basically just big barbecues.
Yeah.
That area.
So
big, massive smokers.
We'll start with we had the lads from
Applecross Farm.
Applecross Farm. It was Applecross Farm and Heathfield Farm.
Yeah.
Two friends. They rocked up together.
They were doing like a full pig on the asado.
They had the biggest smoky mold smoker I've ever seen in my life. They rocked up with that. That was going all day. They had a big sort of square pit with an asado on it. They had like other barbecues going.
Yeah. They were also selling rare breed pigs and stuff like that. So
they were selling like a few bits and bobs from there, which was again fantastic. But they were giving out a lot of tasters. They had them little bamboo canoe things with the pulled pork, like they put the whole hog pulled pork on it, which was really nice. I had one of those. Those guys were there smashing it in that corner. Then you had Kendo Grills. Top bunch of lads.
Really sound. Like.
Top bunch of lads. Bunch of Scousers rocking up.
It's funny because even like later the night we were all stood there like, and I was thinking like where is everyone? And then we got there and they've all got head torches on and all just stood there, all just having a drink. it was funny.
But top bunch of lads, and yeah, it was just fantastic to have him. And some of the kit that he makes all his own gear. He gave us a couple of t-shirts which I've sported today, by the way. I will post a picture on my Insta later on in the week. But yeah, fantastic. All like fire cages, different things. Cool. He designs and does all the live fire cooking equipment for a lot of restaurants.
Does he?
One of your favourites, Belzan.
Does he? Does he do Belzan?
He does them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Belzan is my one.
Yeah.
He didn't say that.
Yeah, he told me. Yeah, he was telling me. He said he's really good friends with him. And he does a lot of stuff like in and around Manchester as well. So he does a lot of stuff, and his stuff is just really, really cool. I think he's doing something. I'm sure he said it was for Shropshire Lad. Was it Shropshire Lad? Who was it? He said it was for. Someone wants to cook a full cow, and it's on like a.
It'll be him, yeah.
It's on like a wheel thing. I can't remember what it was. I don't even get mixed up because I think he did do a full cow.
He did do.
Maybe I'm getting mixed up.
Might be someone like Chris Roberts.
But it's someone. I'll let you know as soon as I remember.
Someone like Chris Roberts or something.
But yeah, I mean, again, rocked up with a van. When I say a van full of gear, it was a van full of, there was immense amounts of grills and tables and all sorts of stuff. And they were just cooking stuff and giving it out. Very generous with their time and effort. Can't knock them. And then at the end there, we had Andy from Meat Freaks. With his two lads.
Yeah, that was cool.
I'm going to say this now, before I get onto his grill. It was actually quite touching to see Andy with his lads cooking and seeing that. Just seeing.
I'd love it if my lad was interested. When he gets older, like if he gets interested in that, it'd be absolutely brilliant.
Because they were buzzing as well. His two lads were absolutely buzzing, like just smiling ear to ear, like just getting involved.
And obviously they did the whole hog.
Did the whole hog. His smoker is massive. You'll see it on all the Instagram.
It was just massive. The whole hog went in there. I mean, at the end of it, when the whole hog actually came off, I was really surprised how much flavour they got into the meat. Like, I don't know what I was expecting actually. I can't say I've ever ate a pig that someone's just cooked on a smoker in front of me. But my perception was thinking like, that it wasn't going to be as flavoursome.
I know what you mean.
Because
pork can be quite flavourless.
Well, it's obviously a big bit of meat. You know, you've done pulled pork before, and sometimes the centre of it is not as flavourful as the outside, because obviously bark's on the outside, and obviously the outside is all the seasoning. Yeah. But I was very, very surprised how much flavour they got actually to the inside of the meat, and I was like, when I ate it, I was like, that's absolutely brilliant.
He smashed it. He, again, and a sort of an extra shout out to Andy, because not only was he just like cooking the whole day, just multiple things, he let people get involved. So other people come and were cooking on his smoker. Cooking on his smoker, and he was helping them.
Did you see that he used like herbs as well?
So
he
just
put
threw like loads of rosemary in the
firebox and stuff to sort of give an extra layer of flavour. I thought that was absolutely what a great idea that is.
Yeah, it is really good. And he done breakfast on the Saturday morning for everybody, and he done breakfast on the Sunday morning. Not asked, just did it off his own back. I'll do breakfast, no problem. And done breakfast for everyone, cooked breakfast for everyone.
So next time anyone sees him put online where he is, make sure you all go. Yeah,
go to his pop-ups, support this guy, because he is going to be someone who's one of the part of the backbone of the community, I think, in future years. It's also worth saying, on the Friday night, because he arrived on the Friday, he cooked a full Aussie brisket in the monolith. Yeah. And we took it off, and we held it all through Saturday, and that was one of the things that we sliced up, which we'll come back to and add on the Saturday night. So we had Andy there from Meat Freaks, smashing it, cooking all sorts of food, and his lads cooking all sorts. Everything you could think of was cooked on that pit.
Who was next then?
Then we had Banquet 1415. I've left Banquet 1415 to the end, Matthias. He probably won't like me saying it like this, but the reason I've left him to the end is because I think he does deserve a special shout out, because he is probably, we all mess around on Instagram and stuff like that. This is his livelihood, this is his life, like his Instagram and his pop-ups and what he does at festivals is part of what he does. Doesn't have another job, this is it. And he's absolutely smashing it. Yeah. And the fact that he gave up his time to come when he travelled to the States 2 days later. Was...
It was really good.
I really, really appreciate it.
And then doing what he did, where he sort of like took people in to do like content creation and sort of like helping them people, maybe like some people that have maybe a smaller accounts than him and stuff, and then promoting them as well. I think that's, that's well in with the community spirit which he wanted.
He is for me, he is one of the bigger creators, and I think he's big this year, and I think he's just going to keep going and going and going. He's going to be massive next year. The fact that he did that, for me personally, it's like hats off to him, because I think we spoke about this. I'm not jibing at anyone. But there are a lot.
If you think this is aimed at you, it is.
Yeah, if you think that, then it probably is. There are a lot of people who have a platform,
a large platform,
who will say, community this, community that, boom, 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 boom. He stepped up and he got involved with. He was mingling around. He didn't stop all day. The guy was sweating. He did not stop. He was on his feet all day. Didn't stop all day, cooking for people, feeding people, getting really small people like who've got like 1,000 followers on Instagram and saying, come and spend an hour with me. Let's make some content. I'll share it on mine. You share it on yours. Brilliant. No problem.
That's what it's all about.
That is exactly what it's all about. That's the whole reason we did it. And this is a call out. I'm going to do it now. There's a gauntlet being thrown. This is a call out to you, because none of us are big guys. Like we're
relatively small.
We're small fry. If you're about the community, get involved in it next year.
Why are you not coming?
Get involved in it next year. And tag, if you're listening to this, tag the people who you think this might relate to. That's all I'm going to say. You are more than welcome. There is no restriction from us. We want you involved. Get involved. We were very cautious when we did this that it didn't become about us. There was none of our tags on anything on the day, none of our logos on anything on the day. No. We want this event, we want to attend this event, so we had to create it, and we wanted to make sure that it isn't about anyone in particular, especially us, which was why, you know, when people are coming up and saying thank you, it's amazing and it feels good to hear that, but it wouldn't have been anything without the people that were there. All the people that we've mentioned thus far, all the vendors, all the people who came and cooked, the visitors, it wouldn't have been what it was. It would have just been me and you sat in a field, which is fine, by the way. I'd sit in a field with you and eat meat.
A few pals off Instagram.
But
I wouldn't mind sitting in a field.
No, but that's what it was supposed to be. But yeah, it was a phenomenal day.
Yeah.
I remember just coming off the stage. I think it was after John's, and everyone was like laughing and coming up and going, "Oh my God, that was hilarious!" And I remember just like looking and seeing people walking from that sort of the creators corner bit up past the vendors towards the stretch tent, and just seeing people like with food, and they were smiling, like everyone was smiling, and like you could see, oh my God.
Well, I didn't feel, to be honest, I didn't relax as much until all the demos and stuff got out of the way.
That was the same. Yeah.
And I didn't, as I said to you, I didn't feel like any stress or anything like that. It was none of that. I just didn't feel I was relaxed as much until it was all out of the way. So we had the wing competition then.
So the wing competition kicked off the evening escapades.
Yeah. I mean, it started at mild and finished at wild.
Yeah.
I mean, I had to laugh.
Was it 5 rounds?
We did 5 rounds.
So it's 5 rounds, 6 contestants, 3 of which were brothers.
Yes.
The first one was the smoky chipotle.
So it was just like a barbecue sauce.
It's just like a hot barbecue sauce.
Obviously, it was sponsored by Daddy Cool's, by the way.
Daddy Cool sponsored us. They were all his sauces.
Yeah.
So we did the first round, and we kind of said, look, this is, and we'll probably just explain the rules. So you sit down, you have a pint of milk in front of you, but you're not allowed to touch it.
Did Adam actually get semi-skimmed, just like on purpose, like?
You're not allowed to touch it, and you're not allowed to have a single drink of anything.
Yeah.
If you drink anything, and we're talking in between the rounds as well, you can't drink.
So we only did 2 wings.
For hardcore.
2 wings per round, except the end round was 4 wings.
Yeah.
So we did like a smoky barbecue chipotle to start.
Yeah.
I think we then did Jeepers Reapers.
Yeah, everyone got through that.
So everyone got through that. We then did the pumpkin.
Was it pumpkin?
It's like a pumpkin
the orange
hot
one.
sauce.
Yeah. Yeah.
We did the pumpkin hot sauce, which you'd done for the day.
I think we lost someone there.
The next one was, I can't remember what it was now, but it's another another real spicy one.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called. And then the final one was nil by mouth.
Nil by mouth, bright red.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I like hot sauces, but I only put a couple of drops of that on. Yeah. So, I mean, fair play to anyone that attempts a full
So we had, there's a lad who I know because he's been to one of my classes called Ash, and we kind of roped him in to take part. And he was at the end, and every round he was smashing it, boom, 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 nail it, all the meat off, meat in, swallow, poof, done. And I thought he was going to win it, but then in the final round, he just couldn't do it.
Well, I don't blame him really. Honestly, I know how hot that is, and you can smell it.
Well, this is how hot it was. Have I told you what about me?
Yeah, you said.
So we served her in these little rectangle plastic trays.
Yeah.
So the wings were on these little rectangle plastic trays. When I went in on the Sunday, I was like cleaning up, and they were still out, they'd not been cleaned. So I filled the sink full of hot soapy water, threw them in, let them soak for a minute, and then just went in with just cleaned them.
Put some gloves on, mate.
Didn't think nothing of it. This is diluted with a full sink of water, and then all of a sudden my hands started tingling. Yeah. And then they were burning, and then they were hot. And I'm not lying, it was about 7 o'clock at night. This was at 12.
It's really
7 o'clock at night, they were still tingling.
It's got some good flavour though. I like the flavour as well.
I can't tell you, mate. I like the
flavour.
I would not go near that.
I do like the flavour.
I would go near that with yours.
It's very hot. Very, very hot.
Nowhere near it.
So after that, really.
Even Noel said.
What? That it was hot.
It was lethal.
Yeah, well, I know it. I know. They only sell them in small bottles.
Yeah, Noel was like, "That's not right. You shouldn't be having that in our wing competition."
Yeah.
And he made sauces.
Yeah, well, I know how hot it is. I know how much goes into it.
There was one guy, and he was shaking.
It was ridiculous.
Shaking.
Yeah, it was.
But we had a winner, and he won a tomahawk.
He did.
He won a tomahawk from Catering Butcher. He hats off to him. And he was the one who went and bought a Gosney after the fact from Steve.
Really?
Yeah, because he rang me the next day and he said, "Oh, do you think I'll still get that discount?" And I said, "Just ring Steve and ask him, he'll sort you out." And he bought a Gosney off Steve. So congratulations for winning.
So after that, really, that's when really I could sort of chill out then. And I was sat there thinking, like, I'm at a community cookout and I haven't cooked anything.
night
And I thought, this is doing me head in this. This is like 8 o'clock at this point. And I'm like, I have not cooked anything. I'm not coming here and everyone cooking. So I had 2 Cote de Buffs. I had chicken. There was tons of stuff.
That table.
It was ridiculous.
So the demo. So we had the demo area. The cooking demo area was basically a big table that we built out of sleepers. It was just built. It was a massive big table. And all the barbecues were behind there, and everyone was just hanging around there. So everyone was drinking.
We were just literally just piling food.
All like barbecues were on, and like people there was like tomahawks on the go. Like Andy's lads come out with like a rack of beef ribs at one stage. You kept throwing stuff on and going, got some stuff. I was like, mate, stop!
Yeah,
I've got a brisket. There's a brisket in there.
I'm cooking, mate. I was like, I am cooking.
I was like, right, I'm getting the brisket out. So I got the brisket out, sliced the brisket out.
I've never seen so much brisket and.
Oh. That table, we should have took a picture of that table.
Have you ever seen any steak left over like that?
Well, that's what Marty was saying. Marty would come over and he was laughing his head off because he was like, hang on, this is not registering with me. There is sliced, perfectly cooked tomahawk steak on the table there. Why is no one eating it? Yeah. I'm like, because everyone's full up to here.
Yeah.
And then we were like, oh yeah, I couldn't possibly have any more. I'll just have a little bit.
That was it. That was it. And then almost everyone was congregating around that, just drinking. You know, they brought the full pig over where everyone's eating the pig.
Yeah, full pig come out.
And then it's like, everyone was sort of surrounding around that area.
Yeah.
You know, talking, getting to know each other, having a couple of drinks, and then all eating some really good food.
The food.
I mean, Dave Corbett even did that rolled sirloin.
He did,
It was amazing.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
absolutely brilliant.
The food.
The standard of food that was coming out and getting chucked on that table.
Considering it was just like people just cooking.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It was no chefs, none of that.
I know it took my eyebrows off, you know.
Did you?
Like literally, because I'd done the 2 Cote de Buffs.
Yeah.
And I'd done them, but to be honest, I didn't even have to deflect the plates because I didn't even know where you'd put them.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I don't even care.
Yeah.
Direct. I tried to keep the temperature as low as possible, so it got me up to like 45, and I was like, right, 45, it's direct, whatever. Whacked the temperature up.
Yeah.
I burped it.
Loads of fat.
But as I burped it, and then I opened it again, it just went.
You've never seen the videos about keep burping it. You should have kept burping it.
Yeah, I should have burped it more, shouldn't I? But yeah, it obviously nearly took my eyebrows off. Again, I did burp it though. It wasn't as if I hadn't. It was just I burped it. Obviously, maybe I didn't do it enough.
Yeah, it was the thing for me about it was almost like 2 events. So we had the day
and the night.
The day, which was like a really sort of structured festival vibe, and then the evening was. I remember sitting there.
Social.
I was on the outside bit looking into the cooking area, and you were there with your 2 Cote de Buffs on the bloody thing. And then your dad was there, and like everyone was there. And it was just like it was like buzzing. Everyone was chatting. I remember just looking at him, thinking,
"Yeah,
we've done all right. Cool. We've done all right here, Dad.
It was so cool. Honestly, we're just like everyone just sharing, and it was just ace. It was just so good. And I stayed up till about what time did we stay up till?
I don't know. Well, I was supposed to stay over, but because I was like so like paranoid about getting everything right. I'd not drank all day. I'd had a few I think I'd had a couple of shandies. Yeah. And it was like I think it was 8:30, 9 o'clock, and I remember thinking, and it was when the sun went down. I mean, the sunset was lovely as well. Perfect, beautiful sunset over the valley. But when the sun went down, and I can't remember what it was I was saying to her, I went, the temperature's going to drop now.
I mean, it was absolutely
and it got cold.
I mean,
it got cold.
I haven't camped since I was a child, and there's a reason.
Yeah, and I remember thinking,
it was.
I could drink now and get on it, or I can just stay as I am, which I am. I'm quite happy. I'm buzzing still, and I could go home and sleep in my own bed.
Yeah, it was.
Because I only lived 10 minutes away.
Oh, it was freezing.
I thought, sod it, I'm going to go home.
It was absolutely freezing.
So I think I had a brew. I think I had the last drink I had was a cup of tea.
I had my sleeping bag and I had my face just hanging out the hole, and I'm like, this is so cold.
I went home, went to bed, got up early next morning, come back. And I just remember your dad saying, I couldn't get my nose warm. My nose was freezing all night.
It was so cold. So, I mean, the next morning, obviously, Meat Freaks cooked breakfast.
Yeah.
Everyone was sitting down. Again, still a really good vibe the next morning. Everyone was coming round and we were all talking about how good. I mean, I had to try and get this Gosney home. I had to try and figure out how to take all my seats down and everything. But yeah, even the next day was a great vibe. Like
It was-
everyone was just like, it's
Still
what a
buzzing. It
great
was like
event.
everyone was like giving it hugs and saying,
so
you could see
good.
like people were gutted that they had to go.
Go home and that, yeah.
And it's probably worth saying as well, massive shout out to everyone who stayed in the camping area and the vendors who stayed overnight. Like they left the place spotless,
Yeah.
which is what we asked for. It
That's
was
what we
like,
asked for.
take your rubbish home with you, barring one or two little piles.
Yeah.
I can accept that, but generally there wasn't much clean up, which was really, really nice to see.
So obviously on social media, it's been been absolutely well received on social media. We've got a load of comments.
It's been buzzing all week.
I mean, are we going to be able to read all of them?
We'll have it a go.
Read a few, read some pertinent ones.
Yeah, I'll give it a go. I'll refresh my page.
Otherwise, I mean, we'll have had this podcast to be like 2 hours.
The longest one ever.
Longest one ever. I didn't we say we were going to try and stick to like 45 minutes?
What are we on? That was special, though, isn't it? Special.
The special.
Special.
Special
So we put a post out saying, share your favourite moments from the Big BBQ Community Cookout. Lots of people replied. John's Barbecue, who done one of the demos, he said, definitely doing my demo was my highlight. I think it was most people's highlight, John. Shane McBagley was supposed to be
He was gutted.
comparing, said, so bummed out, I couldn't make it. Next year, my friend. Liam says, spending time with people in an amazing community and getting to share my skills with the community. I think you absolutely smashed your demo, and I'm saying that because Rich told me that he nailed it, absolutely nailed it. So well done. Chum's Barbecue, who were part of the Creators Corner with Thing, who have been releasing some amazing content this week.
Really good, doesn't it?
It's fantastic. I love that, guys.
Like
love
the
it.
way that they've actually brought it across, it's brilliant. Like,
It, honestly,
I love it. It looks really professional.
I was like, I want to see more. I want to see more. They said just being there and meeting so many wonderful humans, 2 of which are you guys. So Travel Eat Bake says, grilling my fave corn ribs on the Monster at Meat Freaks Barbecue and converting a few people to courgette with my ginger miso courgette ribs. Yeah, I tasted that. Did you taste them? They were really good. I'm going to say, so glad you could come. She was the young girl walking around. She came on her own, which, we always talk about a friendly community. It just shows how friendly this community is.
Definitely.
For a girl to come to an event where
big barbecue event,
and it's mainly male orientated and like that kind of vibe. Like she just got stuck in. She was cooking on things. She was walking around sharing the food. She absolutely smashed it. Liam says, yes, they were very good, and that's something to get a butcher to say that, which it is. Get off that. Northern Smoker says the whole day from start to finish, cooking over live fire for the first time, meeting new people, trying new dishes, basically a day with like-minded people. That is the barbecue community. Couldn't have said it better. Could not have said it better. Definitely agree with you on that, says John. And then Amen says travel, eat, bake, repeat. Liam says carrying the pig up to the cook-out tent that Andy had Meat Freaks had cooked on. I remember, there was like, I remember going,
it was like they were carrying
because I was telling you to stop cooking. I was like, Deck, I've got a brisket there. And then next minute, this pig, and I'm like, for God's sake.
It was like a king's chair. They brought it all over. Like.
It was like King Henry VIII's table, that table. John says that was stunning to Liam. It was an epic scene, says travel, eat, bake, repeat. And then Meat Freaks, Andy says, seeing everyone's faces as the brisket was cut, it was nailed.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
It was nailed. I'm watching my lad Dylan cutting the beef ribs up with no help in front of seasoned barbecue legends. He had no fear, that lad. And he was buzzing. He was they both his lads were absolutely buzzing, and it was just it was heartwarming to see. That brisket was incredible, says John. So sad I had to leave before that came out, says Travel Eat Bake. I think you're all right because you had a massive tray of meat when you were leaving.
Yeah.
And Andy says, thank you. Couldn't have done it without Liam providing quality meat. Correct. Totally agree, says John. Liam kept us all supplied with top quality meat all weekend. That he did. Rate That Plate was another one who did the content corners.
Our mate, Ed.
He was funny. Amazing bit of brisket, mate. Your content was really good as well. Really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
It looked like you had a right laugh with
He was sound as well, actually.
Yeah, he was a good
guy.
lad. Good lad. Meatfree says, thank you, sir. Smokey Stokey, who is one of Liam's friends, who actually borrowed us one of the Oklahoma Joe grills at the farm when we did the overnight smoke. He had time of his life. absolutely hammered by the end of the night, which was funny.
That's what you want.
He says, meeting and speaking to great people, fantastic smells within the beautiful scenery with wonderful flavours. Everyone was cooking, accompanied with amazing demonstrations, great times, and looking forward to it all again. Thank you all involved. Thank you for coming, my friend, and I'm really glad that you enjoyed it. Smoke, Sweat and Beers says, watching the demos, and because they were intimate than the bigger events, and obviously meeting new people. It was great to have you there, mate. I'm a bit surprised that your missus didn't get in the hot wing challenge though, because she would have absolutely nailed
They tried the sauces after it.
Did they?
Yeah, they went no.
And then Rate That Plate says, first of all, the cooking experience with Matty from 1415 was absolutely amazing. It was great to finally meet people I've spoke to online. That's one of the best things about a community event.
Isn't it? Yeah.
And even better that they turned out to be genuinely decent people, full of good vibes and laughter. I also got to meet new faces, cook together and enjoy some incredible food. Sharing my dishes and trying everyone else's creations made it an unforgettable experience. Thank you, man. I do appreciate that. Winning the raffle. Yeah, you were probably the most hated man in that evening in that tent. It's probably worth mentioning the raffle. So the raffle,
Oh yeah,
we
I
kind
got
of
loads for that. Because you kept making doing some frigging deal, and I'd literally sold a load, and then everyone's coming at me, giving me hate.
You were like, no, it's confusing, it's confusing. I'm like, it's a raffle's word deck.
I was like, no way. And then everyone's like, you sold me one for a £5. And I was like, yes, I did. I'm really sorry.
But no, I mean, the raffle, huge thanks, too many to mention, but huge thanks to everybody who contributed. Yeah. There were some phenomenal prizes in that raffle. Yeah. And it just went to one person, which I thought was the correct thing to do. I didn't want to stand there all night picking things. Oh, you've
again,
won this,
it was another thing. Like I said I wanted to get cooking as well. Remember?
Yeah.
I was desperate to cook.
We're gonna do. I think that's gonna be something we're gonna keep going forward, and we'll do a raffle, which is just one mega raffle. Yeah. But yeah, that's all the posts so far on there. I will keep checking it.
So I mean, that's it really for now. That is it, right? And then that's it on the community cookout. However,
is it?
However, we have some news.
We do have some news. It was always a given that we were going to do it again after the success. Yeah. I think we spoke beforehand when we knew that people wanted it.
We were going to do it again. We want to have that event.
We were unsure of how that would work in terms of the fact that we were able to do this one because certain things happened and Marty was able to say, yeah, just do it. But Marty was actually blown away by the community vibe, and it's all well and good.
He got really involved as well.
He did. He loved it, and it's all well and good like me saying, "Oh, the barbecue community is awesome, mate. It's dead good." Yeah. But he actually said, like, seeing it with my own eyes, like it's everything he said, but it's not what he expected.
Yeah, and the vibe, like, as in, like, there was no drunken people and getting all
people were drunk.
No, I don't.
But it was like nice drunk
and aggressive.
No,
and
it was,
that.
it was just everyone was like hugging,
everyone was having fun
buzzing.
and having a good time. It was like you didn't have to throw people out or anything like that. It was just really good. Everyone was light-hearted and having fun and getting involved.
Yeah. So he has basically said it would be an absolute pleasure to have you all back next year.
So we've got obviously next year. So we're going to do another one.
We're going to do that. He's also said it's going to be free again.
FOC.
Free of charge. He's going to eat that cost. Yeah.
Which is brilliant.
He said it was an absolute pleasure to have you all there and he would love to host you again.
Heard it here first.
He heard it here first. The
2.0. 2.0.
The date, do not worry, fear not. You don't have to wait a year for the next one because we are not going to take that risk again with Storm Amy's bouncing around.
No. Hopefully it's not as cold this time as well.
April 25th.
April 25th.
It's not that far away.
No. Big BBQ Community Cookout 2.0. April 25th.
As we are saying this, the tickets should be on the website at www.millington.hall.farm.com. It's .com or .uk. You'll find it. They should be live there. Go and get them. It is the same rule as last time, where it's £10 per ticket, but you get your £10 back when you sign in on the day.
So exactly the same.
If you don't make it and you don't let us know prior, then you're going to lose that £10.
Yeah.
That we have to do it so we know how
We
much.
need to know how many people.
How much beer to buy,
Yeah.
how much camping space to make,
Yeah.
how much room we need.
It's only fair though, isn't it?
It is a necessity. So it is free, but you have to book your spot with a tenner that you get back. Or, as on the day, which is what he did, will probably be the case, you have the option to swap that £10 for 2 beer tokens, which means you get 2, well, it's any drink at the bar.
I'm a bit gutted now.
For a
I had a token left and I just left it
Did
at
you?
the bar. Could have had a free
There
beer.
you go. And it actually works out cheaper than buying drinks at the bar.
Yeah.
So April 25th, Big BBQ Community Cookout 2.0. Be there or be a sad person who
I'm not
misses
even doing the
out.
sign off today, mate. That's it. 2.0.
I've not finished.
All right.
I've got another
one now?
announcement.
Oh God.
Another announcement. So,
Announcement
some
2.0.
eagle-eyed viewers. We had. This was another thing probably worth mentioning. We didn't mention it. We had a massive screen outside
Yes.
all day, which was just like basically what I did was everyone who was involved or wanted to be involved or wanted to shout out on the day, I got them to send me their logos or videos or adverts, and it was just going on the screen all day. And then some of the butchery stuff was on the screen. Also on there was a black screen with some white writing on it
It was.
that said Meetup Summer 2026 in massive writing.
Yeah.
Now, Meetup is a new fire food stroke barbecue and music festival which is happening.
Different to Community Cookout.
Very different, but taking a lot from it.
Yeah. It's just upscaled.
It's in a massive way. So
Upscaled.
it's going to be a 3,000 to 5,000 person festival.
Yep.
It's not at the farm because it's not big enough to host a festival of that size. It's at Ashley Showgrounds in Tatton.
Yep.
So it's on the Tatton estate, which is just up the road, and is home to a lot of other massive large festivals, up to 25, 30,000 people festivals.
Yep.
We're having it there. It is going to have, we're going to cherry pick all the vendors that are going to be serving food there. So it's going to be amazing food, none of that tacky fairground burger stuff.
We want the best of
We
the
want
best.
the best. It's going to have some pretty well-known names doing food demonstrations there, and possibly some butchery demonstrations and other things that I don't want to mention just yet. There's going to be kids areas. There are going to be headline music acts on the Saturday and the Sunday, as well as some infills through the day. We're going to have a wildcraft area. We are going to have glamping. We are going to have camping. We are going to have live-in vehicles. And alongside that with the camping is the same as the cookout, where you can bring your own barbecues and cook. You just have to make sure your barbecue doesn't sit on the ground and scorch the grass. That's the only thing that we ask. So it's going to be like a cookout on steroids.
Yeah.
We're going to have a wildcraft area, barbecue competition.
Yep.
So we're going to have a barbecue competition. Maybe KCBS, we're not too sure yet.
We'll have to see.
We're looking into that and the costs involved in doing that. But it is very, very exciting. And that...
So we've got two big bits of news on
Two
here.
big bits of news. That is going to be August 1st and August 2nd, and the tickets will go on sale. The early bird tickets will go on sale very, very soon.
Yep.
You'll have to keep an eye on the Millington Hall Farm socials and our socials with the podcast and our private ones, Chard Food Co. and Cheshire_Grill. As soon as they are, we will shout about it. It is going to be something very, very special. There's going to be something for everybody there, and I'm super excited about it already.
Same.
The vendors side of it.
Well, give us a shout if
Well,
something you're interested
well. I don't know if I should say. I'm not going to say it just yet. Actually, I'm going to just leave that hanging in the air. Let's just say the vendors will be very, very happy.
Yep.
Very happy with what we're trying to do. We broke the mold, I think, with the Big BBQ Community Cookout.
Yep.
We're trying to do the same with bigger food events. We're going to do the same. We're going to do things completely different to how everyone else organises them and does them. And we're going to make it pretty special. So, yeah, I'm going to leave that there. So we have the Big BBQ Community Cookout on the 25th of April. We've got Meetup on the 1st and 2nd of August. And in between then, I've got a hell of a lot of work to do. Yay! A lot of people have reached out already and spoke to me about certain things. I will be getting back to you as soon as I can. But I think that's it. I would still love to hear all your stories if you attended So please do comment on that post. It's on the From the Shack pod Instagram account, and you can't miss it. It says share your favourite moments from the Big BBQ Community Cookout. Please comment on there as well if you weren't there and you're looking forward to April 25th in 2026. And that's it from me.
Peace out, everyone.
Yeah. Do you have anything more to add?
Not really, mate. No.
No? Looking forward to Christmas? Yeah. Sizzlefest episode next. We finally will get round to it. We might rope up a couple of other people in to talk about it.
Couple of friends.
So we will see you in episode 9 in a couple of weeks. Peace. From the Shack podcast is sponsored by Thermapen. Designed for chefs and loved by home cooks worldwide, Thermapen ensures perfectly cooked food every single time. With its unrivaled speed and accuracy, sleek waterproof design, and a 5-year guarantee, Thermapen is certified to perfect every roast, bake, barbecue and steak. Myself and Dec highly recommend Thermapen, as it's the only food thermometer that we use at home as well as when we're cooking at our pop-ups. So cook to temp and not time, and enjoy the episode.